Nothing will happen to you.
I know nothing will happen to me. I just really want you to marry me. We should marry.
Half of a Yellow Sun is a different kind of Nigerian film. Most Nigerian films have been made largely for a Nigerian audience or for a Nigerian in diaspora audience, and those films have translated to Africans and Africans in diaspora. I think Half of a Yellow Sun is one of a growing number of new Nigerian cinema, that's made for a global audience. So it's very different in budget, it's very different in technical quality, it's very different in production values from many of the films that have come before.
Making a film is very difficult, it's very involving. I didn't anticipate that this one would take 7 years, but it did take 7 years. And that now, for me, underscores the fact that before I get involved in making a film, a story into a film, I have to love the story. It has to be a story that I am very passionate about. That is #1 requirement for me.
Financing and distribution were the two biggest challenges. Without the ability and capacity to protect the intellectual property we have to the film, and without knowing that we have the right, as we deem fit, to exploit the film for whether it's commercial, whether it's cultural, for whatever perspective, I think it would have been difficult to raise funding for this film. So I think that this film would not exist if we did not feel comfortable that our rights to the film were protected.
It should be totally unacceptable for people to openly sell pirated products, in film, in books, in games, in software. It should not be acceptable in any civilized or aspirational society at all, because it destroys the vision and the dreams of young people who want to create careers for themselves in these industries.
I think that the role that WIPO plays is very, very important in educating people about rights and in fighting for policies, in creating policies and ensuring that people's rights to their intellectual property is protected, and for people like me, that those rights can be exploited as the creators and the owners deem fit.
The future is very bright. And another thing that is going to work, in favor of Nigerian film industry is a lot of young people are getting the technical expertise, to make better quality films. A lot of more and more young people are actually getting involved in the industry and are getting the technical capacity to produce better films.